Well, good afternoon and welcome back to the vlog. So, if you guys remember, I got some AMG calipers for the car here. I powder coated them orange, but then I didn't have anything for the rear because for the front with the AMG caliper you could get that bracket from Freaky Auto that allows you to mount them up, but I couldn't find anything for the rear because no one wanted to do anything for the rear. I don't know why, and I wasn't about to spend the kind of money here in Canada to get stop take or Brembo brakes from the US, which is just mad money. I got kids, I got mortgage, I got all of this other stuff. This is just a hobby, and there's no way I'm spending that kind of money. Because for one, this car is not never going on a track. I just like the way a big brake kit look behind the wheel. So it's not for any big races or performance or anything. I mean, yeah, the car will stop better because when when I start driving, I drive, but the car will stop a lot better, and that's one of the main reasons I'm doing it. So for the back, I end up doing some research and decided to try something to see if the M4 calipers will fit on the rear, and lo and behold, it will fit after doing some research. You don't have to change any hubs or anything, but you have to get the bigger rotor, which is the M4 rotor. So I decided, well, I can have a bigger rotor on the back than I have on the front. So I said, okay, let me see if the M4 rotor will work on the front. It fits on the same hub. I didn't have to change anything, but with the bracket I might have to do some grinding here and there or machining the rotor. So what I did, I mocked it up and I realized I can just machine about 1/8 of an inch off the rotor and it will fit in the front with the same bracket with a little spacer in between. And so that's what I did. And now I'm just going to put everything on and show you guys how it looks. Now I'm getting ready to put on these bad boys, and so that caliper is from the C63 AMG, and this one is from just your M4 rear caliper. The rotors are also an M4 rotor. I got some used one because I didn't want to spend money buy the brand new one and then find out they didn't fit. This way I would only be out a few $100 if they didn't work, but they actually work. So when they get to that time to change them, I know now I can buy a real M4. So what I did, I powder coated the centers, the hats I should say, black, and then I left the M out just like I did on the M5 on both of those. Now I installed one of the rear ones already because I had to mock it up to see if it was going to work, and it did. And now it's time to do the front, the other three. But this is what it looks like before they go on, and then the one's on already and it's looking damn good. Right, Frank?
Yeah.
And look what he's working on. Yeah, the seats are here, but there's a mishap there, so he's trying to repair it. Can't show you guys that yet, but just look at that baby. Not Frank, the seat.
Yeah. And that's how you mean me.
So remember I told you I'm going to upgrade to the M4 rotors, which is underneath. And this is the original M3 rotor on top. So you can see the size difference. This is the rear. So you can see the difference in the size for the rear. This is the front. It doesn't look much bigger because as you can see how shiny it is. I did have like an 1/8 of an inch machined off the edge of it, just so I can have a little bit more clearance for the caliper, because you know the caliper was for this size rotor, but now I have a bigger size rotor. So even though it's ground down a bit, 1/8 of an inch or so, it's still bigger than the front one. And now that's done, I'm gonna fit it up because now I'm gonna have enough clearance. I probably did have enough, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And for those of you who are gonna ask, now the front is smaller than the rear. No, it's still not smaller. It's slightly an 1/8 of an inch bigger. So the front is still bigger than the rear. So there you go. For those of you who are gonna say, well, now you know you're gonna be bigger in the rear. No, it's not. It's the same size. Now I'm just gonna go throw them on the car. Well, it's time to put it on, and before I do, let's hope you guys can see that I did add a couple of washers back here. I am going to get somebody to CNC. I am going to get somebody to CNC me a washer, one thick one to go back here. I think it's like 2 mil or something, just to space it out for these bigger rotors, because these are the M4 rotors. And these bolt right up, but this will bolt up now that I had I think the 2 millimeter washers on here. I just put some glue to hold it on, because trying to hold washers back there while they put it on, it doesn't work. So now I'm gonna put this on there, but there's no room for the camera because I'm working back here and there's just no room to put the camera. So I'll come back and show you what I did.
Now you drink up all my liquor, come on. What I'm supposed to do now? And you talking all that shit, now come on. You gon' have to back it up.
Alright, well the back is on. It's looking great. I'm not gonna show you guys yet, but the hardest thing you have to do on the back is you have to grind. It's not the heat shield. After I cut the heat shield, that's fine, but how would I put it? I forgot to film it. Sorry guys. There's a little piece that holds the parking brake in place. They're like a parking brake backing plate. It's a little bit big for the M4 a rotor. So I grind it down a little bit around the edge just to take maybe a 1/16 of an inch or a little more. Not even quite an 1/8 of an inch off. So the rotor can go right in over it. I guess the offset's a little bit from the M4 to the M3 or the E90 to the F.A.T. So I grind it down, the rotor went on fine, and then everything just went together. So the back is done. Now I'm gonna jump on the front. All right, I'm just gonna take off this entire caliper. I won't disassemble it. I'm even gonna leave the brake line off. I just disconnect it from up there, tidy, loosey. So I'm just gonna take this off, hang it up, and then just throw the other stuff on there. Loosen that up. All right, now I'm always one for the tools. Trust me, Milwaukee should be sponsoring me, the amount of Milwaukee freaking tools I got here. All right. Grab the 2 original bolts because, oh, where the heck that? I did get bolts with the bracket, but because I went bigger rotors, I'm gonna have to put a spacer, and that means I have to go get longer bolts, and I just got them. Now I gotta beat that off. And you know we gotta clean this stuff up, and I just got myself a new Milwaukee angle grinder. And we're gonna put this baby to the test, because man, I'm tired of using air stuff now. Yeah, I know there's no heat shield on here, but I don't think this car came with any, so I ordered a set of heat shield. I'm just waiting on them to come in from ECS. And just remember guys, check out, if you want to buy anything from ECS, just check out my link. You know, it'll help me out a little bit. Just click on the link on the thing and in the video, and it'll take you right to the ECS site. And anything you buy, I get a little thing off the top. Not much, just a wee bit. So let's see where the hell these holes are. But first, I gotta put some anti-seize because I don't want to have to go through this grinding again. Now, because I went with a bigger rotor, I need to, where the heck is the caliper? Oh, and the bracket. All right, now I got my bracket from Freaky Parts in the UK, and they send the hardware with it. I'm gonna put this on, but I'm also gonna use blue Loctite on these. And these are the ones they sent me for to hold the caliper onto the bracket. But I had to get longer ones just because I have to put spacers to bring the calipers out a little bit more because these rotors are a lot bigger. Now, I was gonna use washers, but then I remember, hey, I work with someone who said they have a lathe at home and do machining. So, thanks to you, Phil, I have proper washers now, so I don't have to be stacking washers to find the right thickness. I did a mock-up on the other side and I found the right thickness, and now he made them for me. And just look at this little. And trust me, this is thank you, Phil, this is well done. He made me these for all the way around. So in the back I did have washers stacked together. I'm gonna take those off when I go back there again. I won't do them right now. And I'm gonna put these proper ones on. So I'm gonna put all this stuff on and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Stay tuned.
Can't beat it with the big bad dough. Can't see it with this pitch black Gucci frames on. Let me take these pictures off. Let me get the full scope. Hold up. Full screen HD. Let me take another picture. Let me pull it to the pre-show.
All right, time to put on these big boys, and these are big compared to the original BMW pads. And I already had brake lube in there, so don't get triggered. All right, don't start losing it. Slide those in. Oh, where is that pin? Alright, so I just put the pads in, I put this pin in, I just gotta tighten it up later. Now, just gotta slide the pin, the bottom pin in. Set it there for now. Just tap it in a little bit so it doesn't come out. Top one. Well, as you can see, everything bolted up, so I'm gonna give you guys a final walk around of everything with the wheels on. Sorry, I can't put the car down because my quick jack's broken. It took forever for me to put it up in the 4 jack stands here, and I still have the side skirt to put on and one thing to fix underneath. So I don't want to take it down and have to go to the trouble of putting it back up. I know, you guys want to see the car out in the light driving around. The season is pretty much done. I don't know what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna do the reveal with the wheels and all that. By that time I'm ready, most of the subscribers are gonna be gone, but it is what it is. I'm doing it for me. I just wanted to share it with you guys. But let me just show you guys what I did.
I don't wanna look like
Wat ben je maat? Je ziet ik ben op fliek. Kom uit de garage.
It's done. The brake is done. Wheels are on. Like I said, it can drive, but I just can't do it yet. The back seat is in, and whoop, there you go. Front seat's there. We're trying to do the wiring under there. What did I say? Mikey's trying to do the wiring under there because it's not direct plug and play. The module is plug and play, but the plug part for under the seat with all the other stuff is not direct plug and play. So we have to repin some stuff. He's trying to figure out what some of the wires are, but car's done. Well, the car's not done. The brakes are done, so that's one thing off the list, and it's getting closer. But like I said, I don't know when the review is gonna be. Even if I'm gonna do it this year, or maybe next year. Who knows? If you stick around, you'll see. If not, sorry, you're lost. But that's it for now, guys. So next week, probably seats. Who knows? Later.